Hey everyone, a huge Unite patch just dropped and there's some game-changing adjustments. I think the biggest one is probably the changes to the Kanto starters, so stick around because we're going to be showing them off in action in today's video. As usual, if you ever want to see any of this action live, check out our Twitch and go chuck us a follow there as well. Now the biggest change in this patch is probably the changes to the levels in terms of the evolutions of your Bulbasaur, Charmander and Squirtle. Now before, they reached their final evolutions at level 9, but after the patch, they will evolve to the final evolutions at level 7. This is insanely massive because you have access to your final evolution attack, defense, stats at level 7, and you'll no longer have to go through the grueling level 5 to level 9, period, before you can reach your Venusaur, Blastoise, or Charizard. Hopefully, this means that we'll no longer see Charmeleons running around at 5 minutes in everyone's solo games, but we'll have to wait to find out. But in this game, Buster, me, and Yomi decided to just try it out. Let's send all the Kanto starters in the game and gauge whether the changes have a good impact in terms of the gameplay and how the mid-game especially will go. Now, you can see here, it is almost the, just after the Altaris spawn at 850, so I'm nearly level 5. Now, all your starters will still evolve to Ivysaur, your Wartortle, and Charmeleon at level 5. However, upon reaching level 7, you will be able to evolve once again. Now, the Unite move are still changing, has not changed, and it will still stay to level 9. But having access to that final evolution and the stat changes will really allow these 3 starters and to really pop off early and not struggle to reach that final evolution. And, I think it will greatly improve the mid-game. You can see there, Buster on Charizard has just evolved at level 7. When will you ever see a Charizard come to the 8-minute Altaria spawns as a Charizard? It's pretty insane to have a look right now. We're going to try to pick off this Lampent. We do successfully. Now, I'm nearly level 6. 1 more level to go. And I will be able to get that Venusaur as well. Wartortle's already level 5. So 2 more levels to go there. For, a bot attacker perspective, it definitely will help because, having that increased power spike or easier to get power spike will really allow me to pop off earlier in the games and be more impactful. You can see level 7 reached. We have Solar Beam, but we also have Venusaur right now, so we can rain down on these beams with obviously a higher attack stat as well. The other thing to note as well is having these Pokemons that, used to struggle reaching level 9 and, very quotation mark late game-esque. This change will really bring about, I guess, hopefully more variations in drafts because you no longer are struggling to reach that final evolution, let's say, before the first Reggie. So let's have a look here. We've got Charizard, Tick, we've got Venusaur. We have Blastoise now already as well. So we're going to look to get this Reggie still at the bottom. Now, they also have a Venusaur. And I unfortunately get taken out by the Brave Bird there. So we're going to be looking at maybe securing this. Luckily, Charizard's Unite will be able to secure that for us, so that's fantastic. Blastoise come online now as well, so they're going to be pushing that. I'm nearly level 9, so I will be getting my Unite very soon as well, but it seems like Charizard is having no problem wiping out the competition here. That's a Quadra, which is fantastic. Just Blissey and Blastoise remaining. I'm just going to back off here. I do want my level 9 before I engage anymore. But yeah, it's definitely a very interesting changes. Other important changes that came on the patch that's probably noteworthy is some of the item changes as well. I know for sure eject button has been changed to 75 seconds cooldown instead of 70, and so has full heal as well. I like the eject button change, not so much the full heal change. I don't know why it's nerfed. To be honest, it feels very, very weird. The other changes that come with the items include the Focus Band changes, which got nerfed. Drain Crown got buffed. Slick Spoon got nerfed. And Leftovers. The most, I guess, interesting out of all the changes to the items. Leftovers got buffed 100%. So it used to be 2% of your HP recovered per tick out of combat. Now it is a whopping 4%, which is actually quite amazing, because if you think about it, it will only take you, what, 25 seconds to regain your 100% of your HP. So I think for supporters and defenders, it's a really welcome change, and for solo queue teammates that are running leftovers, it's probably a good thing as well. So a lot of like interesting things that have happened from this patch, and you know, in terms of Pokemon as well, we can talk about that too. Your Glaceon got buffed, your Clefable Draining Kiss got buffed, Mewtwo X got nerfed, which is really good. Intel Mew, no changes, very, very interesting. Yeah, and I think that's the main ones. I think the other ones that are probably notable is there's no changes to Blissey at all after the recent nerfs last patch. Aerial Ace on your Talonflame got buffed, Chandelore's Flamethrower got buffed, and Poltergeist got buffed. Mimikyu, a huge change on Mimikyu. Shadowclaw got buffed. Literally all its moves got buffed. Trick Room, you know, all these moves got buffed as well. And you can't forget the Zacian, which has been nerfed. So I guess some of the scary Pokemons, if you do play, I guess, public ladder quite often, like Mewtwo and you know, your Mewtwo X and your Zacian, these getting nerfed is probably a pretty welcome change. I think there is definitely a distinction between, I guess, the comp scene and also the public scene, but you do, well, from my experience in OC, you do see a lot of Mewtwo's, a lot of Zacians in solo queue. So having them, you know, adjusted down a little bit probably provides the opportunity for everyone to try out the different Pokemon, such as these Kanto starters, right? I think from my personal experience, I did see a lot of Venu, a lot of Blastoise recently, but Charizard has just been really unloved. In the past patches, no one really wants to pick up Charizard, and whenever you're solo, random teammate pick up Charizard, you know, there's also always that, like, thought at the back of your brain, are they even going to get to Charizard by 5 minutes? Do you know what I mean? But now, the fact that they can all evolve at level 7, I think everyone can breathe a sigh of relief and, you know, allow and stress less about people picking these picks. Which is great about Unite. I think something that keeps Unite fresh is the fact that some of these changes are quite momentous, right? And it definitely will change the meta a little bit. It also brings it in line with the Chinese Unite, I guess, game. Because they do have a Unite, and it's definitely not the same as ours. It's very similar, but in that game, all the Pokemons, in terms of the Kanto starters, they all evolve at 7 as well. So, is this a sign that maybe there's a merge? We don't know. Only time will tell. But what I definitely do know is that we have level 14 Venusaur, so I'm ready to beam at this Rayquaza fight here. Obviously, we need to pick off their Secure, which is going to be Talonflame, and the Venusaur as well. I just realized our Ninetales is running Aurora Veil and Avalanche. Did not even notice that the entire game when I was playing. We're going to have a huge Unite here. Trying to pick off the Blissey if we can. Blissey will go down, and it's just going to be Blastoise down as well. A nice triple by A9. I'm going to try to help this person score. I heard on comms that the Venusaur's coming, so quick flick back. We'll be able to take them down as well. That's 4 KOs. We have the lead. Don't really need a shred. We have no Unites left, and they might still possibly have 1 or 2. We were very pushed up into that jungle, so to win that first fight was very, very good from us, but we do need to play a little bit safe. There is still a minute remaining on the clock, so a comeback is still very possible, right? Alright, so Blastoise is going on to Ninetales here. I'm going to try to poke it out and save it. Talonflame does a very good job of picking off our A9. I actually get caught out here, I think. I run in too close to that choke point without my eject up, as you will see in a moment. Yeah, this is a little bit bad from me, because I can't get out of this. So all I can do is try to beam and poke out as much of these tanky players as possible on opposite team for my team to clean up. And look at that, Blastoise doing very well to take out their Blissey. Now, Buster on the Charizard has the Unite once again, so that's going to be cleaning it up really, really easily. But that's going to be it. We've got, you know, a solid lead, and we didn't need to do Ray. Still managed to win the game here, and you can see 7-8. We've got 13-9 on the Charizard, and 97k. So not bad for the first game since the patch, running the 3 Kanto starters. I think it's a lot of fun. So if you guys, you know, are a big fan of these early starters, give it a go, because it's really the best time in the whole of Unite history to try these Pokemon, because they've never evolved this early. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what your favorite part of the patch was, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.